Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having and Twitch land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member on our YouTube channel or subscribing to our Twitch channel. You do get a free Twitch Prime sub every week, so definitely use that thing. Or not every week, every month. And if you are going to be joining in on any of our games, we do have many open slots available in each of our campaigns, so we'd be more than happy to have you join in on the action and fun. Now, without further ado... Ah, what a tale! The journey of our brave adventurers took them into the very heart of a giant's lair, where, like most heroes, Nesian was quick to find trouble. Though he surely didn't intend it, he was lured upstairs by some unseen force, only to find himself stuck in mounds of junk. Millie had to pull him free, that clever creature. I imagine it's a sight to behold when Nesian gets stuck in a heap of things that doesn't even seem to matter. But it wasn't long before they felt the pull of something deeper. And as they descended into a mysterious nearby room, they found themselves using rope and ever-resourceful Willie to open a door from the other side, only to discover an ominous chest waiting for them. The moment they opened it, Nesian, always the bold one, couldn't resist and dove straight for the treasure. Of course, this triggered animated objects to spring to life, as if the very furniture in the room was trying to fight them. A battle ensued, but they emerged victorious, as they always do. But the chest had more surprises. A pop-up book with an ogre's backside, and then a cloud of poison gas spraying from it. Likely a prank of some kind, but Nesian and Ebenezer avoided the trap. Ever quick on their feet, those two. Though I'm sure they might not have been the case for the less fortunate. After taking the chest's content, everything, the party crept their way upstairs, a fountain in sight. They found yet another door, beneath which Willie scurried to, investigated, but what did he find, you ask? A storm giant and a dire corgi. Not exactly the reception that they were hoping for. Poor Willie didn't even get a chance. Struck down by a bolt of lightning the moment he ventured too close. With no time to mourn, the group wisely decided to take the fountain's pipes, an escape route that led them to the kitchen below. Ah, the kitchen. That was a scene to behold. Ogres cooking food, presumably for the giants. They tried to sneak past, but Fran and Nesian, ever distracted, got sidetracked by a perfectly roasted turkey. I'm sure the smell was intoxicating, but not the smartest choice. When they tried to slink away, they were spotted, and an ensuing battle with the ogres broke out. Of course, they triumphed, as they always do when the odds seem stacked against them. And just like that, they were free of the giant's kitchen and outside once more. But Nesian's luck didn't end there. As they rested, having dodged ogre's blades and poison, Nesian stumbled upon a bottle that, once opened, spoke to him. A beautiful voice claiming to be a genie trapped by the giants. The promise of 3 wishes lay in the air, but caution, always caution. They decided to wait and research, hesitant to release something that could have dangerous consequences. And that, dear listeners, is when the story paused. Our heroes have found treasure, overcome traps, and have gained new mysteries to explore. The bottle? What will they do with it? 3 wishes? Or a curse too dangerous to risk? There's no doubt with Nesian leading the charge, there will be plenty more adventures to come. So, everyone, you've began to feel the welcome nature of this small outlander community at the outskirts of the mountains where you are at, resting upon the river that flows through the majority of this great continent you find yourselves on. They've brought you out some white linen clothings to put on, relax with, and gave you the option to start cleaning your own things. And don't forget, they are currently cooking a stew that they've been cooking since before you guys even showed up, with actual beef in it. And cows have, well, as far as many of you think, are nearly extinct. You have to sacrifice something to the dragons.
You sacrificed cows?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they need to eat too, but this beef is marvelous. Oh, it's been a long time.
What are the odds that Advar has, like, some spices in his bag?
Don't you guys have a pouch of spices?
We do. And you scared me for a minute.
Do we have a pouch of spices?
Yeah, we have magical pouches. Pretty sure that's this
Yeah.
one.
Got dust of disappearance.
One of you has a pouch with spices.
Yeah, it was like a little, and you would just take. I'm pretty sure this was.
Yeah, it was this game, not the other one. Because this game had a character who originally cared about cooking.
Cooking, yeah.
That was probably Kit. Then.
Yeah,
He's got
no,
spices.
you guys had it.
Yeah, we have it. It's similar to like a, it's like a spice pouch of holding, so it's small, but it has little spices in it.
Okay.
I forget what it's called. I'm sure it ended up in Odie's pocket somehow.
It makes sense. I don't remember this item, but no worries. I will, make it known that, oh, do you need to, spice up the stew at all?
Oh no, I don't think we really do. No, I've been seasoning it just fine. We have some spices.
Okay, I'm just trying to contribute.
You can tell the caution in his voice when he admits that, because wars have been fought, countries have been conquered, all in the sake of spices. So, what exactly brings all of you out here? You don't really have much people traveling through those peaks, and I mean, they're right dangerous.
Yeah, we are desperate to get to Leggett. There's a someone that we're trying to find. We're not quite sure exactly. We're kind of on their trail.
How ominous.
Yeah, like we were investigating some weird thing up in the mountains, and the investigations are leading to this person, and so now we're trying to find them and see what's going on, and we think if we get to Leggett as soon as possible, we can head them off, because they went around the mountains. As you were saying, mountains are rather treacherous.
Right.
But it's faster.
Well, there's a couple of caravans that run over to Leggett. In another life, I used to frequent those paths.
Caravans might, I mean, they're safer, but they might be traveling slower than we would like.
Fair enough.
I mean, most caravans I've traveled with are at a fairly leisurely pace.
Well, if you plan on cutting over the land to get over there, I mean, you're going to run into quite a few problems out here.
What kind of problems?
Yes, do tell us. I'm curious.
Oh, well, the nature out here, how do I put this? It's angry.
Angry nature. You mean like storms and that kind of thing?
No, more like the trees and the bushes, the animals. They're all angry. The dragons were kind of mean to the creatures that live out in these parts. Scorching through. I mean, many different crop fields out here were completely destroyed just from the dragons breathing on them. So yeah, the lands, once you get a little further north, become a lot harder to navigate for, just because of that. Of course, you could be lucky, and they lack you for some reason.
We're likable enough folks.
Oh man, me and nature, we're fucking down.
You and nature get along?
Fuck yeah.
Well, if you and nature get along, I suppose that that'd probably work out for you pretty nicely.
How was a tree angry?
You'd be
It's
surprised.
hyperbole.
Which,
It's hyperbole. I don't think he literally needs the tree. It's just the land needs to recover from the dragons.
Nah, trees get angry. They can't do much about it, but they get angry.
Yes, of course.
But if these trees have found the ability to do something about it, then that might be interesting.
I mean, trees are ancient, strong, powerful, surviving creatures. People don't usually consider trees creatures because they don't move much, but they move. They get around. But of course, if you're going to be taking the stream, you're going to have to get yourselves fashioned with a boat. Luckily, there is one place that you might be able to find yourselves with a nice little rowboat or possibly keel boat to be able to paddle down forthwith. But yeah, that dock station's kind of in bad repair. See, there was some people who were working for the Red Army, and they were doing some experiments on the folks out in that area by the docks. Luckily, adventurers came through and killed many of those abominations they were working on, but quite a few turned into, well, these undead things. You ever hear stories of haunted sailors?
Yeah, there's always such stories.
Yeah. I mean, their entire station is mostly untouched because, well, every time people go near there, you don't want to deal with all the spookies, you know? So it's best just to stay away from that altogether, in my opinion. I mean, you got Angry Earth or you got Undead and Lost.
But they have boats there.
They do have boats there. And they'll be able to take you across the river deep enough that, well, you'll be able to catch one of the other paths that haven't been as affected by the armies or the dragons or anything like that. Just figured I'd give you the information and be more helpful.
Very kind of you.
Appreciate that.
Of course.
Well, so last session we rested in the mountains, and then when we got out of the mountains, has it been like the whole day? So now it's like near evening because they're like making the stew, or is it?
Oh
more
yeah, you're
morning?
like an hour and a half until dusk. It's getting
Okay.
pretty late, yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to set out tonight or today now.
That's up to y'all.
Um,
I will also point out that Fran and Nesian were very cautious around these people.
yeah.
Ebenezer was not. I'm enjoying
Yeah,
myself.
Ebenezer is not.
I did
I-
warn
I-
Ebenezer.
And I think I did warn the rest of the crew last time at the end.
So-
Like it.
I'm just trying to get a gauge of, so if we do decide to travel at night, are we risking exhaustion, or did we rest like not that long ago? Like I just don't know how long it took us to get out of the mountains into this camp. So if we were to leave tonight,
You guys are on a normal sleep schedule still.
so that would be like a forced march if we left
Yes.
tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think they've got food, fire, safety in numbers.
Well, see, here's the thing, Ebenezer. They have safety in their numbers, but I can't say I've ever come across a camp that was happy that a Kender just walked into their camp. I mean, I'm sorry.
I will also point out to you, Odie. Did you see what I whispered to you last week?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
So, I'm assuming the river flows to the east.
Yes.
It
So
flows south and then east.
yes.
So, Advar, you're the map guy. Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is it quicker for us to take? Well, in France, more of the marcher. Is it faster for us to take a boat to the other side of Leggett and then walk into Leggett? Or is it faster for us to just go cross country straight to Leggett? Because it's backtracking if we take the river.
Yeah. Well, rivers are always faster, but we're taking a longer route. And if it was between going over land and encountering problems or taking the longer river route, which was safe, I would say we might want to take the river. But I mean, if the river's dangerous and the land is dangerous, the overland route is shorter.
Well, I mean, the river itself, my understanding, isn't dangerous. It's just getting a boat that's dangerous.
Well, I mean,
But,
I can turn
yes.
into a shark. I don't know what you're planning on doing,
Well, I'm going to have to get a boat. So,
which
yeah.
is dangerous.
Well, that's why
I-
my question is, which one is shorter? By
Well, the
time,
land-
not by distance.
I think the land route. Well, it's hard. It's hard to say. Can I?
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody can roll something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, thanks for asking. Survival check.
Say yes, so I can attempt a.
You guys can debate all day, but it is a
Yes.
survival check to just know.
Brian, why don't you help him? You're the survivalist.
What do I do to help?
You declare that you are
survival.
helping, or you
Oh,
can
I
roll
wanna help.
yourself.
Yeah,
that-
just roll yourself. I already rolled.
Yeah, the help action is you give them advantage, or you can just roll yourself.
And I'm rolling survival?
That is
Yeah,
correct.
well, yep. And then just in the future, so you know, if you like Joey was saying. Anyway,
The flow of the river is honestly pretty quick in this area. It's like the water wants to leave the mountains, and it flows towards the south and then to the east. So once you get onto the waters, it'll move you very quickly. However, this bend right here, you guys probably have to zoom in to see it. But when you get to this bend where you have to go up to Melgorth,
It
you
looks like some rapids.
you probably want to just either be okay with dealing with rapids or take the boat out of the water, march upstream, go around it. It'll add about a half day's travel, but in all honesty, taking the water, if weather holds up, and it's been clear this entire journey thus far, a little bit of rain, but like clear. If weather holds up, that'll be a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker.
Because it sounds like there's risk one way or the other.
The risk through the land is the land apparently is just very difficult to maintain and handle. The risk through the river is at the beginning where you have to get the boat.
Right. But since we're racing someone, I think we're probably best going the fastest way we can. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, Fran can piece together that the waters can be faster if the weather holds up. And thus far in your journey, the weather has held fairly nicely. Out of character, do you guys want to fight some plants and animals, or do you want to fight some undead?
Undead.
Well, oh, why didn't it do that? Damn it.
Asa, since you know, I'll have you, wait. You know how good undead are now.
Well, Advar is leaning towards the land route just because he thinks he can handle land, and I don't know if this spell would help the land be less angry at us. Oh, it doesn't even really say. Oh, it does. So if I do enrichment, all the plants, they are enriched for a year, and they're like better. They just feel better. You know, I'm helping the plants.
Good idea.
I am an ally of the plants, so maybe that will help the nature aspect. I don't know.
How long does it take you to do that? You can do a whole forest in like 15 seconds, or is it like
8 hours.
It says instantaneous, I thought.
Keep reading.
Yeah, the enrichment one is 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it? Because it said something about the duration, and I didn't see where it said that.
That's duration casting time.
Oh, there. That's right.
Yeah. If you just do the 100-foot radius, hey! But if you do the half mile, that's 8 hours. And you guys are traveling like a lot more than a half mile. You're traveling 80 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so out of character, I said undead because that was really cool, but honestly, I think that my survival and my nature is really good, so going the plant and animal route is probably the best way to go. I know the water is faster, but I don't know about the undead thing.
honestly, you can't travel very fast when you're dead. Much slower than the other.
I just don't want to get to Leggett and find out that we missed him. And then we got to trampies through Nightland.
Above the table as a player, I really don't care what you want to do. No.
Yeah. What do the players want to do? Not characters, players. Fight some plants and shit, or fight some undead and shit?
Player, I want to fight the undead, but Fran would probably say plants and animals.
I don't really know that Nesian has a preference either way. He's got... Neither one of them are going to be overly susceptible to his illusion abilities. And he doesn't have... He's not a cleric, he's not a druid, so he doesn't have anything one way or the other.
But what about Tim?
Oh, Tim? Probably plants. Just because I haven't fought plants in a while.
As a player, I'm very curious as to Fran and Oddvar against the plants. As a player. Just because they're both nature-y, that's kind of interesting.
Well, yeah, I mean, as a player and as a character, Advar wants to go over. Like, I thought that we already kind of talked about, like, oh, we'll go through the mountains and then we'll go over the land.
Yeah, but we were given an option
Yeah.
just here that there is an option of a faster route.
I mean, I do like the thought of getting there faster over the water.
I'm just introducing, like, the out-of-player, what you guys want to do. if you guys can't decide
Mhm.
in character, like then just justify it through what you want to do out of character.
I
So-
say plants.
You say plants. All right.
Yeah, I'd also
plants.
say plants.
All right. So it sounds like we're going overland.
All right.
Yes, because if we go, the water might be fine, but we don't know if it is angry. There might be lots of rapids. Maybe it's unpassable going downstream. At least it might be safer to go overland, and it might actually end up being faster in a way.
Do I have my second level spells back? Did we rest?
You long rested in the mountains before coming down here. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
There should be a long rest button near the top of your character sheet, top right.
Yeah.
And
And
we're
it
about
sounds, yeah, it sounds like we're about to rest again because we were traveling all
Yes,
day, even
to
though
right
we
after
have,
they
like,
ambush us. In the middle of the night.
Okay.
Well, alrighty, guys. You're more than welcome to camp out. You got a pitch your tent over there on my lawn. I don't know about any of my other neighbors, unless you want to go around talking to all of them and find out if you can stay with them. I don't know if you have a preference one way or another.
We certainly do appreciate your hospitality.
Oh, of course. I'm more than happy to always be hospitable. Hospitable. Hospitable.
Yes, that's the one.
That's the one. I knew it. All right, guys. Well, I'll swing by with some stew in a little bit. He walks inside of his nice little hovel. It's not exactly big enough to consider it a home. It's a little bigger than a shed. But out in areas like this, for those of you who spend time out in more rural areas, it's very typical that people have smaller houses and, farm or live off the land or stuff like that. So, a little bit of, go on.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll start setting up camp. We definitely need to keep watches. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to risk eating the stew or not.
Very good.
So did you already eat it?
Yes, I've been eating it. I got a bite in the beginning.
I thought it wasn't ready.
Well, it still had like 30 minutes, but you know how you taste the food just before. He offered me a spoonful. Wonderful. And the meat, that cow, it's been so long since I've had beef. Here, just try a small bite.
I'll try it, even though I'm hesitant after my stomach from the turkey.
Okay. Neesian, give me a con save.
I did roll a 27 to get you to eat, so.
I rolled a 7. Your persuasion check, yeah.
Yeah. You eat it, but during the night, you're gonna have to get another root treatment. Probably your insides are still kind of like not acclimated to this.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, the meat's perfectly fine. It's just he's not, stews. Holly with a shit-eating grin.
All right, during my watch, I don't want to do it during my watch. Okay. Yeah, during my watch, I'm going to try and sneak around the camp, though.
Okay. Well then, everybody,
Roll for initiative.
let's have you. Who's taking which watches? Keep in mind, out here, they don't really have any lantern lights available, lampposts, anything like that. It is the only amount of visibility you have stems from the stars and the moon.
Yes, I'll take the first watch.
Remember, this time of year, there's only one moon.
What's the phase? Is it
Oh, Jesus
Is it-
Christ.
at all near full? get some light.
%30. So it's a crescent moon.
Waxing or waning. That's such an annoyed look.
Waning.
I will take second watch.
All right, who's first?
Ebenezer. Lord
Ebenezer. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Who's third?
Much easier to see when people are calling.
Oh, I'd rather go third.
And then Fran, you got fourth. So, while you guys are setting up your campsite on his lawn, he does come over with bowls of stew for each of you. All right. Well, it ain't very much, but it's what we got. More than happy to share along the wealth, all that fun jazz. Make sure you chew it up, eat it. Make sure you're well. And once you're done with the bowls, if you can clean them, just over there in the river's perfectly fine, and just leave it over by my stoop. I'll pick it up in the morning. All right.
Much appreciated. Absolutely.
Excellent.
Oh, and if y'all want seconds, leave a tip. But yes.
Very kind of you. Have a lovely evening. I hope you sleep well.
Thank you. I hope you do as well. Now, Ebenezer, roll me a perception check, keeping watch.
Right. 15 seconds.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. These green beans are so fucking good today.
Six.
You know, Ebenezer, you've missed this.
Yes.
Sitting, you pull up the rocking chair. You know, he told you welcome yourselves, enjoy it. You pull up the rocking chair over to the bank of water. You sit there, listen to the little bit of buzzards, listen to all of the sounds of nature and life, and it's just such a beautiful place to be. It's so
It really
calming.
is, and I'm probably, I don't know, carrying on a conversation with myself, just kind of mumbling
And
and maybe responding to myself.
all night you just talk, hang out. Couple of hours go by, you lose track of time. Nezian disciplined enough to wake up. Nezian, you see Ebenezer sitting on the rocking chair by the water, talking to himself.
Having a good conversation, Ebenezer.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Elysian. It's probably time for me to get you up. It's so beautiful out here. So nice. Not dealing with the rubbish in the streets and hard times. Just out here in nature. Enjoying the water, the sky. I miss this sometimes.
It's too open. There's no place to put your back. You're exposed on all sides.
Yeah, unless you sleep against a tree or something, I suppose. Not that I want to live this way all the time. I do miss the nature. But it's just a nice little change.
I find it hard to sleep in all the quiet. I'm used to the grumble and the rumble of the city.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that. I enjoy the quiet, but if you listen just ever so carefully, you can almost hear the fey creatures that haunt the night. Just kidding. Yes, I do understand what you mean about the...
You're really
noise.
quiet.
Let me double check my... is that better, or...?
Yeah, I think you were just getting quiet, leaning further away.
I probably was, and my other headphones died, so I had to switch to these. Yes, just I understand what you mean about the city. But,
Nezian,
no,
perception check.
Skills. That 20. 44.
When Ebenezer is talking about how relaxing it is out here, you swear you hear somebody go, yeah.
You hear that?
The sound of the water? Yes.
I swear I heard somebody else. I'm just gonna look around, see if I spot anything.
You look and look. Nah, nothing. Over by the water is the brightest it is because the clear waters reflect the moon, which is waning right now, so it actually rests over top of the river.
At 30%.
Well, I must be hearing things. All the animals and all the other noises of nature.
Perhaps your subconscious is missing the sounds of the city and voices and carriages going by.
Maybe.
The mind does like to play tricks from time to time.
Yes, but sometimes those tricks are enforced on you by other people. But you should get some rest, Ebenezer. I have a feeling
Yes, I
we have
will.
a long march tomorrow.
We do, and I love Fran dearly, but just be careful. I don't want you having too many tummy troubles on there.
I'll be sure to keep an eye out for her. You never know when she'll sneak up behind me or something.
Yes,
She does love her pranks.
she does love the pranks, and she's very quick at finding things for the tummy. Good or bad. Well, enjoy yourself. Feel free to speak to the night air. And I get up and head back to my sleeping location.
Instead of speaking to the night air, I'm going to ritually cast Find Familiar and bring Willie back. Somebody keeps killing Willie. I don't know who does that.
He needs more hit points. I don't know what to tell you.
He's got one, and he will never have more than one.
Plate armor. Oh my god.
Plate armor Willie, let's go.
Mouse and plate.
This is your tank, Neezy, and he takes one hit, but he fucking takes it.
He's got 45 AC, but if anybody ever rolls a 20, he's toast.
Anyways, where are you keeping watch? By the camp? By the stream of water? Deeper inside the community's quarters? You said you're going to venture around a little bit, right?
Yeah, once I have him back, then I get, because then I can look through his eyes as he's over my shoulder and give myself night vision. Then I will start I won't go too far from our camp because I still want to watch over the camp.
Uh-huh.
But I do want to go take a peek around.
Very well. Roll me a stealth check.
Jeez. Why is it when I roll my good skills, I cannot roll above a 5?
Natural 20 on the perception, though.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's much easier. In combat, it's always a DC of 15 to be able to stealth. But given different areas, you can stealth with any number so long as you beat their passive. Anybody sleeping still suffers a -5.
I know. Oh, yeah, it's not that, I mean, it's still a 12. It's not terrible. It's the fact that I rolled a 2 when I have a +10.
Yeah, the second worst thing you could roll.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
Just karmic payback
I guess.
for reliable talent.
Oh, it's
Cannot
coming.
wait. Oh, it is. It's coming quick, too.
Uh-huh. So, as you begin creeping around, you notice some of the community here seems to be a bit more active at night, as you were suspicious they might be. However, as you sneak away into watching some of them, you notice a couple of them leaving their homes. They're all wearing those white silk clothes, the long dress wear that they offered to all of you to wear, which I imagine, Ebenezer, you're probably wearing. Or are you sleeping in your armor? He's AFK. We'll find out.
Yeah. He'd probably be the only one that did.
Yeah.
I don't know. Advar might have taken it. I don't know if he's wearing it, but
I'm wearing.
He's not wearing it.
White linen or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Armor. I'm safe here.
But yeah, it is linen. It's a very large overshirt that comes down to just above your wrists, and then the pants that are also very large. And they even gave you a nice little rope to tie the pants and keep them on. Like it's cozy. It's freeing, breezy as all hell. That is the best part. And just thick enough that people can't see your rear end when you bend over in them because they are white.
Nice.
But yeah, easy. And you see one of them leaving their house in the middle of the night. Doggo! Sorry. You can't put a dog on camera and not distract me.
that's a cat.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, now I can see.
Yeah. I just saw
I can't.
It's big and fat and furry. I thought it was a dog.
Yeah. I can only see him when he gets past her shirt because he blends into her shirt.
Yeah. So, you do notice one of them leaving their house and start to, look over the area a little bit cautiously and then continue slipping away. And then you notice a second one leave their house also at this hour. Roll me a religion check.
Well,
That yields nothing. I mean,
yeah, religious people are weird.
but it seems like all of them are leaving their houses at this hour and sneaking away further into the woods.
Is everyone left there? As far as I can see?
Yeah, the only people that remain are your companions in your camp, and well, now that rocking chair by the bank is currently rocking again. Could be the breeze, though.
Do not give me a complex, Joey. I'm not going to follow them because I don't want to leave the camp exposed.
Okay.
God, I want to, though.
Okay.
Second. I'm trying to decide.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to send Willie back to the camp.
Okay.
I'm going to tell him to keep out, keep watch. If anything happens, wake Fran. And then I'm going to follow in the dark. Are they carrying lights or anything?
No, they're moving perfectly at ease in the middle of the night.
All right, I'm just going to have to try and wing it in the dark.
Okay.
I can't leave the camp exposed.
You could.
Find it ironic that you are sending Willie to keep the camp from being exposed.
He has a sword.
Instead of sending Willie to follow them?
No, I just mean it. Just
Oh.
the turn of phrase.
Oh.
Willie is keeping the camp from being exposed.
Oh, yeah, now I get it.
So,
It doesn't count if we expose ourselves.
have Willie roll a perception check.
This little Willie, whoa.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, he's really on top of that.
Oh, he is watching. He doesn't know what he's watching, but he's watching.
I think maybe, like, Nesian, with his upset stomach, forgot to clean his bowl out.
Oh.
And so Willie is just in the bowl licking constantly, so he's too small, he can't really see over the edge of where he's at, so he's just kind of in the bowl.
Beef stew to a rat is top fucking tier.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Hey, Joey, check out YouTube chat.
Thank you. Goose! Ebenezer, roll 5d6. Thank you very much, Goose.
First, or, oops, 5d6.
1 through 4 being for one of the players, with 1 being Ebenezer, rotating clockwise. Okay. So 2 Nesian, 3 Fran, 4 Cornball. And 5 and 6 is the DM. Well, damn it, I didn't get any. So, inspirations. That is going to be Odie gets 2, Nesian gets 2, Fran gets 1. Remember, when you use these, the wild goose gave it to you, so you have to honk. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Goose. Appreciate it. So, make sure you add those to your character sheet. And remember, these ones are re-rolls. It's not like the other inspirations where it gives you advantage now. It's an actual re-roll. So, as you creep into the woods, silently shifting as best as you can with the shadows, you notice the forest around you seems to shift as well. Come on, restart. The air is thick with whispers carrying through these trees in the environment. Their leaves rustling in the night breeze, almost as if they are speaking in a language long forgotten. The moonlight filters down through the canopy, casting eerie silver beams that dance and flicker like ethereal flames, illuminating the figures ahead. These outlanders stand in a circle, their forms cloaked by the shadows, only beginning to become seen with the rays of silver casting through them. Their eyes glinting with quiet intensity as they seem to be performing some type of nefarious, evil ritual, Nesian. The ground beneath them seems to hum softly, alive with an energy that you can feel rumbling in your chest, a resonance that stirs something primal within you. Each step that they take is deliberate, their feet moving in rhythm with the earth's pulse that you can now feel. A harmony that they are creating with this old forest itself. In the center, a sudden burst of fire burns brightly, but it is not a fire as one might expect. Its flames are green and unearthly, licking the air with a faint, otherworldly glow. As these outlanders chant, the flame twists and shimmers, casting a shadow that seems to move on its own, undiluting, as though they have a life of their own. You see these symbols begin to become drawn in the dirt as they are enchanting. The fire glows with an unspoken magic, intensifying its heat, pulsing in time with their breathing. Are you doing anything at this point?
So as soon as they started chanting, I would have cast Comprehend Languages, just in case this is I mean, if it's just like a magic spell, I may not be able to know what they're saying, but if they're speaking like a ritual in a language, I want to be able to hear it.
Can you roll the text for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then the other thing I would want to ask is if I have a feeling, from my own knowledge, does this sound like it's an arcane ritual, or is it outside of the realm and arcane, bleeds into more like divine or natural, primordial, something I wouldn't understand?
All right. You may roll me an Arcana check. You begin understanding the words they are speaking, but they translate to things like the earth must grow and the greatest surge of life and the breaking of the crust. Things like that. But you don't really understand what they are saying, as the language seems to be more encoded that they are speaking.
Okay.
This is 100% not an arcane spell or any arcane type of craft. This is something more either religious or primordial. You don't really know the difference. Right? You're not proficient in religion or nature?
I'm not proficient in nature or religion.
Yeah, so you don't really know the difference.
Yep. That was what I figured. It was either going to be arcane or something I wouldn't know. So
It is one of those two.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm going to keep watching as long as I think I can.
Okay.
Just to see if anything else happens.
All right.
Even if it extends my watch, and I'll just make us sleep another hour later or something if I need to keep my watch late.
Okay. So, one by one, the Outlanders raise their hands to the sky, as if reaching for the moon itself. The green fire flares higher, brighter, crackling with energy. A soft, almost imperceptible whisper fills the air, and their eyes close in unison, their faces calm but consumed by purpose. You watch in awe, feeling a deep pull towards this gathering, as if the ritual itself is calling to something deeper inside you, something ancient and wild. In the silence that follows, the ground beneath these people seems to pulse with life. Roots stretch out from the earth, wrapping around their legs, as if the forest itself is grasping out at them. And for a brief moment, you see the roots begin reaching out towards you as well. I need a dex save, Nesian. The roots grab onto your legs and immediately tighten before you can move. The image of a shadowed figure, part human, part beast, moves from the trees. You see this tall, 10, 15-foot tall creature with bent bowed legs and the head of a goat marching on the outskirts. It looks over at you directly. And it looks at all the people doing the ritual. As you are stuck there, grasped by these roots. You see the creature look over at you, and you begin to feel the forest around you, Nesian. You feel a sense of uncertainty, a sense of fear, followed by a sense of serenity and a sense of strength. The forest seems to have accepted these people. And then the roots relinquish their grip on you. You see the Outlanders begin to slowly get pulled into the ground. All of them look happy and hopeful as you see them get fully submerged into the earth itself. And the last thing out here is that part beast, part man, shadowy figure, a couple of 100 feet away from you. Its blackened silhouette is the only thing you can see, other than perhaps the absence of eyes or white eyes staring at you. You're muted. Oh, no, you're not.
No, I'm not. I was wanting to make sure you were done.
Yes.
So they all got swallowed into the ground.
Yep.
And this thing's still just staring at me.
Yes.
I'm gonna slowly start trying to back crawl my way out.
Okay. I want you to roll me an insight check.
$16.
As you begin attempting to backtrack, you see the creature begin to squat downwards, looking at you. When you stop moving, it gets out of that pouncing, charging position and keeps staring. You test a couple of more times, and this creature, it seems like a predator. And you've learned enough from Fran to know that you never flee from a predator directly unless you have no choice. Many of them have an instinct that causes them to chase you. And whatever this is, Nesian, you're too far away from your allies to rely on them for help. So what do, if not backtrack away?
So I'm going to not necessarily flee.
Okay.
I'm not going to run. I'm going to stand up and slowly walk away from it backwards so that I'm facing it the whole time.
Okay. I will allow an animal handling or intimidation check. Your call. Animal handling is you not trying to make the creature less likely to come after you, but for you to communicate more with it that you are not an enemy to it. Intimidation is you trying to make your presence that of a creature that is scarier than it.
Not super great at either, but I'm better at intimidation than animal handling.
Okay.
So I will pull my daggers, and then I will disguise self into something more menacing looking. I mean, I can't like change my species or anything with disguise self. It's somewhat limited, so I can't make myself look like a dragon or some shit. But actually, wait a minute, I take that back. I'm going to cast Silent Image over myself, because that's got like a 15-foot range. And I think channeling my inner Fran, I will generate I will Silent Image make myself look like I'm polymorphing out into like a large, we'll do like an owlbear for Fran's imagery to make me feel like I'm channeling Fran.
Okay.
But I'm going to make it look like I'm transforming into one. Not like there's a guy and then poof, there's an owlbear.
Yeah. Just growing into it.
Yeah. And then I will...
Owlbear man.
Yeah, and then I will try intimidation.
With advantage.
All right. 18.
Okay.
Thank the Lord for advantage.
You putting on this show of an intimidating force towards the creature. You can see it tilt its head a little bit in more curiosity of what you're doing than anything else. And as you move away as the owlbear, you see it watches you without ever leaving that grove area. And after you no longer see its eyes in the distance, you fucking book it back to your camp.
Full bore.
Where you see Willie is lying there on the ground, his belly bulbous from all of the stew he just ate, just rubbing it.
Everybody, not why you were here. Everybody get up. I'm going to start kicking people.
Yep. And maintaining that previous perception check, the rocking chair stopped rocking. You rolled a nat 20. You're going to notice
I'm knocking over the chair on my way past.
Yep. So everyone is waking up as Nezian starts shouting, "Everyone get up!
Get up, get up, get up." I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it is not good. All right, so once everybody's awake, they all started leaving, wearing those white clothes. I followed them. They performed some weird ritual with fire and chanting. I got trapped by a root that grew out of nowhere. There was this giant goat man that came out. And then they all slowly sank into the ground and seemed happy about it. And then the goat man just stared me down as I slowly tried to walk away from it. And I am not going to sleep tonight.
You told all of you woke us up, or who did you?
Yeah, I woke
He
all
shouted
of you up.
everyone up. You guys are
Yes.
awake.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that starts initiative most of the time.
So,
Nezian, I'm sure it was just a nightmare, and you shouldn't be sleeping during your watch.
You're really quiet again.
I don't know. Hopefully, my other headphones will be charged soon. Nezian, I'm sure it was just a nightmare, but you shouldn't be sleeping during your watch.
When in the past have I ever fallen asleep during watch, Ebenezer? I'm not making this shit up. You're welcome to go where I went and see the results. I'm sure by some magical means of the universe, there'll be no frickin' trace, because that's how this works.
Hey guys, what's going on with all of you? Are you all right? The front door opens and Nezian, you saw him get swallowed by the fucking earth.
Oh,
Are you guys, what's going on? You guys okay?
does this like thing that Nezian described, does that sound like some druid shit that Advar would have any knowledge of?
Advar, you may roll me a nature check.
Right. Come on, we got crazy fucking monsters getting swallowed, and there was fire involved. You probably paid attention if there was fire involved.
24.
24.
Well, it can be two things, right? Are you proficient in religion at all?
No.
Okay. Then it can be two things. Sometimes evil spirits use the head of a goat because they're influenced by fiendish energies. It could be something like that. Or it could be the spirit of these woods, the spirit of the forest itself. If what Nezian is saying is true, though. Guys, are you all right? Yeah, Fran?
Yeah, I have a question. Player question. So, is there any way that I could and if it's okay with everybody else, kind of signal Millie to start kind of kicking up a little bit of a fuss, so that way we have an excuse to leave the city? I want to go. How do I go about doing that? How do I okay it with everybody else? Can I do that?
You can do that.
You
Is
can
everybody
always
okay with
thieves
that?
camp me if you
Okay.
want. Neezian 100% is on board with doing whatever it takes to get away from here.
All right, so I want a thieves' cant, Tunisian. Hey, I'm gonna have Millie start kicking up a fuss and get us kicked out of the city, or so we can get out of the city.
Okay. Have Millie roll me an intimidation roll.
Okay.
You're muted now, Ebenezer.
All right, can you hear me? I switched back to my.
Yes, much better.
Oh,
That's
I
in
just-
intelligence, not in intimidation.
Oh,
If
sorry.
if you are not proficient in intimidation, then you're just rolling charisma for her.
Charisma.
$18. Yeah, Millie starts freaking the fuck out. Whoa, what's y'all okay? What's going on?
You know, I think she's just scared of the dark. I think we ought to just kind of get her out of here. I think she's got an upset stomach too. I don't know. We probably should just go.
A bugbear that's scared of the dark? Not bugbear. An owlbear that's scared of the dark? I thought they can see in the
You know,
dark.
she had an incident a couple weeks ago, and we're just trying to work through this together. She's trying to process.
All right. Well, it's kind of dangerous to go in the middle of the night. You sure you don't want to finish resting up here?
Oh no, we're good. We don't want to cause any inconvenience to you all folks here. You know, she gets a little rowdy when she's scared. So.
All right.
He does make a good point, though. It is late, and there might be things out there.
Well, I think it's safer for everybody and for Millie if we go. So Millie and I are gonna go.
My tent's already torn down. We don't have tents, but
All right, let me
Well,
pack my things and get dressed.
Well, be careful, everyone, because, I mean, middle of the night, that's when the scariest things are usually out. And you guys are noticing all of the other villagers are starting to, like, come out, because Nezian was not quiet about any of this. That was very not quiet.
We appreciate your hospitality, and I will give him... where's my inventory? I'll give him... I'm going to give him a gold piece.
Oh.
We appreciate your hospitality, but
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
my companions are... They've been a bit strange lately. I apologize.
There's nothing we can do to help. Yeah, I mean, but you take care of your business. Just look out, and the forest can be a scary place.
Yes, we will be on the lookout, and again, we appreciate you. The stew was fabulous. I will... if I come back this way again, I'll be sure to bring you a gift, and maybe I can have a little, another bite.
Be sure to come through whenever you guys want. You're all always welcome here.
All right, well, time to get on my armor. It'll take me a bit.
Oh, and you keep those clothes.
Oh, thank you. And
Yeah.
I will fold them up and put them in my belongings. And
Of course.
I'm gonna put away all of Ebenezer's other stuff while he's putting his armor
Yeah.
on. So he's ready to go as soon as he's armored. And if I get all of his stuff put away, I'm gonna help him put his armor on.
All right, so sleight of hand check. Let's see how well you put away his stuff. Oh, Ebenezer, we might be revealing something about you here in a second. He
13.
is packing your bag all wrong. Nezian, you don't know how he fits everything he owns in these bags. I mean, he folds his shit pretty tight, but like Ebenezer, he's folding everything. Like, that's not how you put that. You have to roll up the socks. You can't just fold them in. And
thank you. I appreciate you help. Maybe just help me put on the armor, and I'll pack up the stuff. So I know you want to get out here faster. Not saying that you're packing slowly, but not the armor, please. First, let's do the armor.
it physically can't fucking fit, Nezian. You don't know why.
I don't know what you did. Fine, I'll help you with your armor.
Oh, here, let me help you out. That's not an issue at all.
No. Please, you've already done too much. You're fine. Thank you. Wouldn't want to disturb you. Maybe you should get some sleep. We wouldn't disturb you. We wouldn't want you, tired for the morning.
All right, best of
good
luck out there. Good luck. Try to be safe. Strange folk. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. As all of them watch you guys leaving wearing the exact same outfits that you saw them get swallowed by the Earthwind.
Love it.
And I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break, everyone. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. So, where last we left off, the party had fled quickly from the hospitable villagers that are just random outlanders out here living on the water's edge because Nesian was afraid of something he maybe saw in the woods.
Gaslight me.
Starting to wonder where they got that cow, or if it was actually cow.
Probably Goat Man.
Goes way back farther than that. He has an incident in a pub he doesn't remember. He hears sound by the river. He goes and sees a ritual.
Something weird going on there.
Right, well, I'm packed up.
So is our route over the land heading in the direction of the ritual, or is it?
Oh yeah,
like
through the
opposite?
woods. Not in the direction of the ritual, but like through the woods. Yeah.
So we have to walk slowly so we don't trip.
As Fran is just easily walking.
Yeah.
Are we going to... now, if we use a lamp, we can see much better, and it'll make the trip a little bit easier, but it'll also be a beacon for us.
Nesian has already cast light. I don't
That makes
I don't
sense.
care so much about being seen as I do about not seeing it. So I want to know what the hell's out there.
I can cast dark vision on one other person. Or can I cast on
Actually-
several people at once?
Because your last watch, you're the only person who got a full long rest.
Hey! Woo! But I mean, I can. If somebody else needs dark vision, I can cast it on them.
I think you are the only person in our party that has dark vision.
I am, but I can give it to somebody else. I'm saying I have a spell
Well,
for it.
I mean, yeah, I've got Simon and Neeson has Willie, so that we have companions like animals that have dark vision.
Ebenezer's the only one that cannot see in the dark. But I am casting light,
Yeah,
100%, regardless. Nesian does not want to be in these woods in the dark.
Absolutely. You need to see different shades of the color of blood.
I want to know
But we're
what
not
color the goat
necessarily-
man's fur was.
Yeah.
I want to know if I'm dying to a black goat or a brown goat.
Or a man wearing a goat hat. Remember, there are options here.
I will take the dark vision if that's what you're doing. If not, it costs an extra spell slot, I think, per person.
It's level 2, and I can cast it for 8 hours.
Yeah.
But I think...
They only have second level spell slots.
Oh, I understand. So you can cast... I thought you were casting on your... I got confused. So, to you. It'd be nice to see, but it's up to you.
I mean, if you want it, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, I will absolutely...
Okay, I'll cast dark vision on Ebenezer.
150 feet, if I remember the spell.
150 feet.
Is it really? Wow, I didn't realize
Yeah.
the spell was that good.
Yeah, it got a lot better.
Got to give you something more than just what everyone else has.
Except for our party.
Well, yeah, decisions were made.
So. So
If we're
everybody-
going through the woods, Odie definitely wants to go and check out the ritual site.
Well, roleplay through
He
that.
doesn't. He doesn't know any better. So Deezy, where did this ritual take place? Like, I want to go check it out.
Why do you want to go check it out? Nothing good can come of this. Oh, Akbar.
Cause I don't know. It sounded interesting.
Fine, but if we get eaten by a goat man, I will blame you.
I thought I missed my sleep because we were going to be traveling the other direction and not going the.
No, we're going towards Leggett. The place is on the way, unfortunately.
This might be the reason why they said that the nature's angry. Like maybe we can placate the spirits.
They also said.
I mean, I don't want to get sucked into the ground or whatever you said happened to him, but
The ground swallowed all of them, yet they
So-
were back in their tents. It's not right. It doesn't work that way.
And it might be hard to investigate the site at night. I don't know why we unpacked or we packed back up.
We packed up because all of these people performed a ritual, disappeared, and then magically showed back up in the camp. I don't get why this is not ringing in your head, Ebenezer.
Well, I agree with, and if what you say is true, which I do believe you, you're very passionate about this, then why would we go back and look at it at night? Shouldn't we go during the day? And if we're going to go during the day, why did not we just not finish our sleep?
Because I'm not going to sleep in a camp with a whole bunch of weirdos.
Actually, you might have a point. If they're all back there now, then there wouldn't be anyone left at that site. Yeah, it might be safe.
It's not safe. It is 100% not safe.
Then why are we
must
going
just-
there?
Because Oddvar's asking to. Convince Oddvar not to go.
hey, it sounds very interesting. I don't know. It seems a shame to leave without seeing it for myself.
Could we mark it on a map and check it out on our way back? Maybe? We are in a hurry.
I doubt we're coming back this way. Why would we come back this way, ever?
Well, if it's out of the way, we don't have to stop. We can just keep. It seemed like it wasn't that far out of our way.
I don't think it is out of the way.
It's kind of above the table. I believe it's in the way-ish, but we would still have to veer off of it.
Yeah, you can just go through the woods and like it's a forest. You can go around a small ritual site. But
Don't we have a deadline?
Yes, that's why.
Are we trying to beat some guy to a place?
Absolutely, and that's why I'm saying, shouldn't we? If we are going to keep moving, we should just skip this site, mark it on a map. If we come back, we know where it's at. We can check it out later.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, I've just ruined my sleep for the night. That was
All right, well,
good
let's
stew.
just keep going and avoid it then.
Ebenezer, the stew was really good.
It was good. It was very good.
Okay.
Maybe that's why I slept so well.
It's probably made of people.
Calm now. Certainly just on that one.
Toilet stew.
Yes.
Tastes like
Toilet
beef.
stew.
It was Stu Peterson. What a great.
Anyways, who's going to take up the survival check and who's going to do the perception check to watch out for any goat men that would see you in the forest this late at night?
So torn as a player. I too want it, but I think it's best if we just move on.
Okay.
I can do perception.
So you
If
keep
it's
watch? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Although
it was
Joey did
perception
probably-
and survival, you said?
Yeah. Survival is to navigate through. Perception is to keep watch.
Well, Fran, I think you would probably be best at survival because I don't think anyone else is at all very good at it.
I have a +8, I think, to the perception though, and a +5 to the survival. I don't know if
Okay.
that means anything, but whatever you guys want me to do.
I can do survival.
You're good
So
at
every
both,
plus gives you
so-
a 5% chance, better chance. So if you have, right, because you're adding 5 on, there's,
Yeah, that's how math works, yeah.
so your stealth increases it by 25%, your perception increases it by 40? Yeah.
Yeah, so it's whatever you guys want me to do. If you want me to do perception or survival, but my perception's better.
It's up to you.
As a player, I always try to go with the higher one unless roleplay it makes sense to do a different one.
Or unless nobody else in the party can do either.
Yeah, because I've got a 4 in survival and I've got a 7 in perception, but I've also got guidance.
Okay, then maybe it will make more sense that you do perception, I do survival. Is that what you're saying?
Either way, I thought your survival was more than a 5. Because
My
yeah, I have a
survival-
4, so it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, none of you are
Same.
proficient in survival. Wait, Fran,
She's
yours?
proficient. She just doesn't have a high wisdom score.
Then why is
Oh.
perception? You're an expert in perception? Gotcha.
Ranger gets one. Or she took skill expert or something on one of the level ups.
I gotcha now. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
keep
I
forgetting
think,
you
like-
guys aren't all 20 statted in your best stats. Ah, so much more fun.
So asking as a player which one is better for me to do, like,
As a player, almost always, well, as a player, I always go with the higher one because that gives me a better chance.
okay. So
But-
I'll do perception then.
To be fair, it's honestly a trade off between the two of you for both of them.
Yeah.
You guys are both
Pretty much,
one
it's-
off each other in the relevant skill. So it really does. What one of you's 1 point higher than the others. You're 1 point higher than Oddvar in both skills, and Oddvar has guidance.
Which is going to give me between a 1 and a 4.
Right.
So,
So
It's
technically,
going to be
Oddvar's like
the
1
same
point
or
higher than
better
you. Yeah.
in either. So
It doesn't make a difference. Just
Okay,
choose
so
one
I will
and go
I
one.
will take perception. I'll take perception, you take survival.
Awesome.
And
Okay.
for perspective, I've got a +1 in both, and I'm very happy having a +1 because that's better than a 0 or a -2. So +8 is amazing.
Yes.
Perspective.
All right, go ahead.
Lezian is hyper vigilant, but I am not rolling because he is more than happy for Fran and
Oh.
Oddvar to take point.
You don't have to roll. You have yet to do anything that would disturb
Yeah.
your previous perception roll.
Yeah, okay. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're noticing everything.
Yes.
Probably a little
Just-
too
Dude,
much
we
of everything.
both just nat 20.
Let's go.
Oh,
I'm noticing
nice.
everything
Holy-
glued to Ebenezer's side.
Ebenezer, he's like really holding on to you as you're
God
walking.
damn.
I freaking love it.
I'm in between him and Millie at all times.
Freaking love it.
Aw. Millie, the true spirit of the party. So, as you all are navigating through the forest, Fran, you can see very clearly the path that he said that he marched through. And you see multiple sandal prints out here. So you know at least other people have frequented this area previously. He's not lying about that. Which does cause you to have to be more on alert. Oddvar, as you all are traveling, Nezian seems to be routing you in a specific direction away from the campsite, the ritual site. However, you being the lead on survival, it is your choice if you're going to ignore that site or keep going.
Oh, man. That is...
That's why I
Kenders
wasn't gonna
yeah.
say. I wasn't gonna say where you guys should go, because you made him the survival guy.
Kenders are canonically completely immune to fear.
Yeah, I
They
know.
are
That's why he's like
driven
not
by- yeah.
afraid. He's interested in this site. He's gonna steer us, just
Do it,
sort of
Odie.
going that way. Like, oh wow, how'd we get here?
Yeah. So
It's real dark. I must have got turned around.
And as a player, Joey probably put some time into this too. So.
I put time into all of these directions you could have gone. So it's at this point I'm letting you guys choose your own adventure.
I choose no adventure.
All right, bye.
Man, the adventure chose you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, as you all are walking in this direction, marching swiftly through the landscape, you find yourselves approaching ever closer to... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. To this ritual site. Nezian, you notice it a little too late, as you're already approaching from an angle that you previously were not heading here on. Let me turn off daylight mode. Yep, much better. And bring you all over to the map. The land around here seems to still be humming with energy, filled with it. You can hear the animals alive in this neck of the woods, much more lively than they were previously. If any of you have any magical I have vision stuff, just drag it onto the map, and Ebenezer, I'll give you 60 feet now.
150.
150? What?
Yep. I believe the spell's now 150. I'll pull
Yeah.
it. But...
And I have dark vision too.
Well, now Ebenezer is the person who sees the best in the party. So, Nesian, now that you have a light, you didn't notice before, but there is a hulking, large tree that has claw marks all around it. There's a carved out opening in the middle that looks scorched around the edges, as if some large entity had blown their way forcibly into it. You see the grove out here, the numerous different sigils and symbols that are still glowing slightly with the silver moonlight energy. Advar, you can read them perfectly. They each say renewal. It's druidic.
This is a druidic site. These are glyphs of renewal.
Perhaps they were trying to make the nature not so angry?
Perhaps.
Yeah, by feeding it people.
Nesian, did you happen to notice if... I know you saw the people back here being swallowed in the ground, but then they were back. Were they the exact same people, or just people wearing the outfits, if you understand what I mean? Like, if it was Tom where we were at, did you see Tom get swallowed into the ground, and then you saw Tom again later, or was it just people?
I followed people from the camp, saw them disappear. When we came back, the same people were in the camp.
Are there any tracks that would look like they were left by a giant goat man?
See, now that's the interesting part. You see the sandal tracks of people walking over here. You see the boot tracks of Nesian creeping over here. He didn't do a very good job at hiding his presence, honestly. You can tell that very clearly. And the only tracks leaving are Nesian's. No Goatman tracks anywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to point to where he was at. Because he never really moved, right?
He swayed on the outskirts. Where you
Okay.
came in, you were like over here, Nesian. And you saw it over past some trees over here. But you never saw that other tree that you now see because you didn't have any light at all.
He was more over that way.
Over here?
Wherever it was. Was it
Yeah.
was it
like-
there, Julie?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And this is the tree that has the markings on it?
Yes. Do any of you speak Draconic by any chance?
No.
No, I do not.
Also, there's druidic and there's something else on there?
Well, I was wondering if any of you understood the culture of dragon.
Oh.
Remember, for me, if you understand the language, you understand the culture surrounding them and everything else. But yeah, you notice the scorch marks tunneling through, creating a hole into the tree itself. You notice the claw marks on the outskirts of it as you are approaching slowly. Nesian very far in the back now.
We'll take out my greatsword.
Hmm.
No. All right, now Nesian's all the way. You're muted.
I realized I was getting too far from Ebenezer,
Yes.
so I'm moving back towards Ebenezer.
Yeah, you were putting yourself close enough to be hit. Come on.
Try to inform me when I do move.
Okay. Now, as you are approaching over towards it, Odie, what languages do you speak? Druidic, Kender, what else?
Yeah, Druidic, Kender, Common, and Dwarvish.
Okay. Fran?
Common, Goblin, and Thieves can't.
Ebenezer.
Common sign language, just in case the trees want to sign at me, and Sylvan.
Nesian.
Common,
Common.
Dwarven, Elvish, and Gnomish.
And Thieves can't.
And Thieves can't, yes.
Yes. Nesian, you can roll me a nature check. Ebenezer, you do not have to.
$16.
As you all are approaching closer, close enough that now you guys can see inside, with the glow of the light and the spell that you have, Ebenezer, the two of you back here see long before everybody else. Inside the tree, it looks like the beginnings of a nest were created. Draconic nest. With eggs that are currently split open. The juices flow out of it. And they look like they've been completely rippled through by branches and leaves. And you see where those leaves stem from as you look higher up. And you see that there is what appears to be a dead and mutilated nymph skewered into the tree, scorched and burned, that has the edges of its branches killing all of the draconic eggs. You two see much earlier than Fran or Odie do.
No, this is not good. And I type my greatsword. I have a stronger grip on it now, and I point to the nymph that's... You said it was mutilated in the tree?
Yes. Skewered through by branches, slashed across by angry legs and arms. It's long
Not good
dead.
at all.
Well, what the hell did that? I'll point it to make sure that Fran and Odie know what we're talking about.
Either one of you two may roll a nature check.
You got it, Odie?
21.
Odie, where were you during the War of the Lance when you first encountered the bloodshed of the dragons? I want you to tell me a story here. Where were you? What were you doing? What did you see?
Bloodshed of the Dragons, huh?
Where you first experienced it.
Well, because the war was all over, right? Or was it?
All over this entire continent.
Yeah. Well, I was. Say I was traveling through the Estwild.
Further south.
Oh, I think that's north, isn't it?
Of where you are?
Well, from where we are, it would be east.
Estwild. Oh yeah, that's east, not. I was thinking of Lamesh. My bad. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, we were in Estwild, and I think we were on the outskirts of a town being besieged. Say, Kalaman. It was being besieged by dragons and stuff, and we kind of witnessed what was going on as we were trying to stay out of sight.
So, you recall seeing the outskirts of the town, the draconic forces choosing to attack not just from the sky, since they could have, but choosing to march through the gates outside. The burning, the attacking, the complete and utter destruction of them, the overpowering nature of these titanic, large, devastating forces. And when you look up at that nymph, you recall seeing this level of destruction and disrespect from that first encounter with the dragon kind. It's easy enough for you to piece together. Nymphs, you would be aware, Odie, are protector spirits of territories, of nature. Places where civilization doesn't breach inwards or through. Usually they get along very well with druids, but when the place of nature is threatened by unnatural or foreign entities, they usually have to fight to try to protect it. By the looks of it, this creature did fight. And though it was killed by the dragons, it did at least kill the dragon's offspring that was planning on hatching in this territory.
We need to get the body down.
Yes, I agree. Give them what peace we can.
Yes, this is a disgrace.
All right, go inside then.
Go
Museum,
inside.
Feel free to walk by my side.
Yeah, I'm following you.
Go ahead, everybody. Go in. Millie, Fran, you're staying out? Oh, no. Okay, there you go. Leeson will catch up eventually.
I'm following him with my token, just waiting for him to move inside.
Oh, all the way inside. All right, we'll go.
Because Nezian's
maybe-
not going in before Ebenezer.
I
That
got you.
makes sense.
So, you see the entity high up there. And for a couple of you, it starts sparking that same similar memory. I would like to hear from each of you now the first encounter you had seeing the destructive energies of these dragons.
I gotta find my notes real quick on my backstory.
Where's my song? There it is.
Nezian's first and only real exposure to the dragons came while he was traveling um, through Nightland on his way to Palanthas with his father. They had fled, they had left their home and were heading to Palanthas and got caught up when the Blue Wing attacked Nightland. As they were traveling through, running through, trying to avoid the fights, he saw only from a distance, but from a distance he saw the Blue Wing attack a group of troops with its breath, and just saw the lightning pour out of its mouth to devastate through a whole quadrant of troops in the distance as him and his father continued to flee in front of the army.
Ebenezer?
Yes. When Ebenezer Mountain Bloom was a very young child, he was born in the village of Corval, and he was living there. And as a young child, maybe, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years old, he saw a group of Knights of Slomnia take down a young dragon that was ravaging the countryside. And that was his first experience. But although the dragon was in a way terrifying, the way that he saw the Knights of Slomnia take it out made him want to be one of those protectors someday.
Fran?
Fran was fishing with her brother a little ways outside the village when she saw the dragons start to come attack the village to take the rest of the goblins as people to serve in the army, and she and her brother jumped in the river and it carried them a ways down, and they swam with the current, and they got out of the river and ran for about 3 days trying to get away along with a couple other villagers randomly, and eventually they were caught, the other villagers, and they were drafted into the army to serve the dragons.
So, as you're all keeping watch over the area, but those of you that wish to, helping to take down the body of the nymph, giving it a more ceremonial resting place. You begin thinking about these moments. Though things now are much easier than they were, those moments for each of you were the start of this terrifying cataclysm that ripped through the entire country. It was completely different for each of you. Would any of your characters have shared this as you're doing this with one another?
Yes, I think I do mention seeing what I now know to be a young dragon at the time. I don't think I mentioned my previous last name, nor I probably would have mentioned the small town of Corval, but that's it. So I mentioned the dragon, seeing the Knights of Slomnia, the town. I omit my previous last name.
Fran wouldn't say anything.
As Ebenezer starts talking, I only saw the dragons and the knights once when I was crossing Nightland with my father. It did not go well for the knights. I don't think it was a young dragon that hit them. It was large and it was powerful, and I will never forget what it did to those front lines as it flew over.
Yes, many of the knights have come to a tragic end. In fact, I think we told you this, I don't remember, but that's how Kit and I met. We were both wanting to be squires.
You did mention it in passing once, that you guys had met previously, though it seemed like you didn't recognize each other at first when we first met up.
Yes, he didn't age at all, and I seem to have aged a lot in our time apart. Unfortunately, the knights we were with were wiped out, not by dragon, but other forces.
By the Draconians, their troops.
Something a little more sinister, but well, I have not thought about that in a long time. Perhaps we can talk about it later when we're not in the middle of nature that's been torn apart.
Odie?
Yeah, it seems the war left a mark on everybody, even the land itself. We all need to find a way to move on.
You all get the body down, and Nesian, you look behind you as you can see through the tree line. This forest spirit watching you. The others engrossed in the respectful breakdown of the body.
Gonna gesture. I'm gonna try and get Fran's attention.
Fran, you can see it much more clearly when you look out there.
See that? I'm not imagining this right, Fran.
No, you are not.
Fran, nature or religion check, your call.
Oh wait, sure. I guess I should have waited till you said.
Oh, no. Like that's a act reaction.
Not great.
You have no fucking idea what that is. But it's huge.
Wait, can I do the reroll? What do I have to do for the reroll?
Honk.
Honk.
And then remove one of your rerolls that you got. Thank you, Goose.
Okay. Thank you, Goose.
You also have one from after we...
We didn't finish our rest.
Nobody
right,
did
we
other
didn't.
than her, yeah.
You're right, so we didn't.
But we didn't do anything the entire other day.
Yeah.
After we rested in the mountains and
Yeah,
then
But
got
I
to the
think the
camp.
goose thing, I think the goose
Yeah.
makes sense.
15. Where you come from, that humble farm with your parents, they would always tell you stories. Most importantly, the story of the two bulls. Are you familiar with this one out of character?
No.
There are two bulls, both of which are natural protectors of the land and environment. One bull is pure white with black eyes. The other one is pure black with white eyes. Each of the bulls speaks to people differently. The one, pure white, worshipped and revered for being a god, revered for being kind, pure, and the other one feared for its natural, blackened nature, how dark it is, how it melds into shadows and secrets. One day, the white bull turns on the people that worship it, killing them all. And only one person in the village noticed the black eyes excited with energy, showing the true nature of its soul. That person began to worship the black bull, praying for an escape as it came to clash with the white one, covered now in blood, and managed to thwart it, realizing the purity was not in the appearance of the individual, but the purity resided within their eyes. Eyes are the gateway to the soul, after all. This creature, whatever it is not evil. It is dangerous, but it's definitely not evil. The white eyes tell you such.
Can I just say that I relay all that to Ian? I don't want to try to repeat all that.
Sure.
Do you want me to try to talk to it, Nezian?
You do you. Well, I'm gonna, at confirmation from Fran, I'm going to grab both Ebenezer and Odvar and loop them into my. See, Ebenezer, I wasn't full of shit. Go do something to it.
Go do something. Go so. What?
Talk to it, scare it away, kill it. I don't care. Just don't let it keep looking at me.
Oh, I didn't load speak with animals on this one, so never mind.
Odie,
So,
nature check. You being a druid, every forest, unless it is completely and utterly destroyed, has a spirit. The nymph was probably the spirit previous to this one. Nature choosing a more forceful and terrifying entity, an angry spirit, to protect this forest. Nature is not something that rolls over like a little bitch just because a dragon wants to lay some eggs in it, after all. Nature is something that has survived everything. Every empire that has risen and fallen, nature has survived. This seems to be the manifestation of the anger of the forest itself. And you know, when it comes to this angry nature, there's only a few ways to deal with it. You can try to do a ritual to reinvigorate the forest after what happened to it. That would take you way longer than you think you currently have, 8 hours approximately. Or you can battle with the spirit and show it mercy if you can beat it. But you know the fight is not going to be easy.
Okay. I will let everyone know. Like that's like the angry spirit of the woods. The nymph was bested, and so this spirit came to protect. And it's like they said, the spirit, the woods are angry. If we fight it and show it mercy, we might ease its pain. But it's an angry forest spirit, so it might fuck us up.
I understand the anger. And I will.
Maybe we should.
What?
I'm sorry. I was gonna say maybe we should get out of this little box before we start fighting it.
I don't think we need to fight it. And I
Well,
will.
by fighting it, we could help it.
No.
It's either that or spend half a day doing a ritual of, like forest revigoration?
The forest spirits are very important to the way the world works.
But if we do the ritual, then and the forest is happy, then it'll be smooth sailing getting through the forest, right?
Most
I don't
likely.
think we have time to spend half a day.
But I mean, if we don't and we had to fight through the forest, then doesn't the time kind of even itself out?
I don't.
Or does that
What
not
you
make
say is
sense?
no. What you say makes very much it
Mhm.
makes sense. I cannot bring myself to
It's
fight the spirit unless it.
No, I'm saying if we do the ritual.
Yes, I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Spirit, I apologize for our intrusion. And we just are trying to get this nymph to have a proper burial, I say out loud, through the darkness.
It begins speaking in Sylvan. The forest is not meant for you. Treaders, tramplers, the weak ones that allowed dragons to lay their seed in us.
That was, I say in Sylvan, that was not us. We are traveling through here and saw this poor nymph. It may not mean anything to you, but I'm Ebenezer Moonshadow of the Moonshadow tribe. We only want to lay this nymph to rest and then move quickly throughout. However, what the dragons did here was not good. And if you need us to help clear out anything in this area, I'm more than happy to give my service.
All treaders are connected. Your roots belong. Your memories shared. You may not pass. The forest will not be tread upon again.
We only wish to make right. Let us know what we can do. What the people did here is not right, but we are not of those people. We may have the same existence like that elm and that juniper over there, but we are different.
Nizine, you're catching like every 2 to 3 words because you're understanding of Elvish. Ebenezer tried using his title to this creature, which did not immediately attack him, but it does claim, like, all of you walkers are connected and to blame for the dragons.
Pretty sure the dragons are to blame for themselves. No. Didn't the walkers fight the dragons?
The walkers abandoned the forest. The ones we kept safe, we kept here. They ran and fled. When they returned, the seed of the dragon was already inside our forest, disturbing our nature. And when we tried to rebalance, it was the dragon who destroyed the spirit before me. When you walkers returned, we returned you to a more pure state, and I shall return you all just the same. Everyone, roll me initiative.
I knew I shouldn't have talked.
Remember, you get like every 3 words out of that.
Yeah,
It's-
I know.
Yeah,
no,
it's just,
I know.
It sounds angry.
Did we manage to bury the nymph yet?
You guys were digging the hole and everything for it, yeah?
All right. Well, while they were talking, near there, I carve in Druidic into the side of the tree the symbols for peace and rest.
Oh, that's very nice.
And
of you.
now I'm like, oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah, you're completely oblivious to what
What did you
they've been
guys
saying,
do?
as is
I'm
Fran.
a bit angry now.
The other two you've been able to piece together. The druids that used to live in this forest abandoned it, and when they came back, apparently now it made them a member of the forest. All right, Torch, looks like you're going first.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know why it. I thought I clicked on my thing, but evidently I clicked on the torch.
And we don't have to click anymore. Unless the torch was the last thing you clicked, maybe.
Would have been the last. Yeah, because I had both of it carrying around. So the first thing I'm doing is dismissing the torch.
Haha.
You are dismissed. Go home.
Bye.
And then I'm gonna head over here closer to Millie. And then as my bonus action, I will keep eyesight through Willie so that I have his dark vision.
Alrighty.
That's all I think I'm doing.
Fran. You see it
I am going.
hunch its
Oh, sorry.
shoulders as it gets on all fours. It's absolutely getting ready to attack.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna longbow attack it twice and then Hunter's Mark it with my bonus action.
So Hunter's Mark
Hunter's Mark
first, and then shoot
Hunter's
it.
Mark first.
Yes.
Hunter's Mark first. And then shoot.
Hunter's Mark.
That's a miss. We're screwed.
23 will just... It'll hit. It'll hit.
Just barely.
Ooh, let me look at its resistances and shit.
Or you could have been like, it just barely missed. Like, yeah.
You notice as the arrow flies over and attempts to pierce through it, its exterior seems exceptionally hardened, almost like trees and bark. The piercing nature of your arrows did not seem to find much purchase into it.
Oh.
Is Hunter's Mark force?
Great question. Roll it in chat. I know Smite.
Let's see. Do.
It usually doesn't come up, but
Yeah. Well, now in the new edition,
think-
it's going
I
to come
think
up
it
a
is.
lot. A lot more creatures are resistant to, just passively resistant to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing and shit. It is force damage, so it takes the full force, which was 3. All right, here, let me add the 8 back. Minus 3, that puts that down to 13, which means another 6. So it got 9 instead of 8. Nice.
Okay, so I honestly I don't see it on the map. Where's it at?
Oh, it's over
Is-
yonder. Yeah, your vision
Probably in
doesn't
the
see it that
shadows.
well, but...
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess.
Oh, if you can't see it, you're supposed to have disadvantage to attack. Roll
can
again.
move.
Roll the attack again, or move closer and see if you can see it.
I'm gonna move closer because I guess. Let's do.
All right.
Oops. That I just.
There, Millie. Now you can see it?
Yes, now I can see it. Okay. So, I guess since I can't do melee, I guess I'll shoot my bow again because I don't know what else to do.
Go for it. A 14 will deflect off of its hardened exterior.
Cool.
Odds are, friend, it's probably going to be resistant to the scimitar as well, with a short sword as well.
Man, my turn got skipped. I was supposed to be 18.
I think you rolled after everybody.
Yeah, and since you deleted the torch, you're not on there anymore, Neezy.
God
Oh.
damn it! Put yourself back on there, Knees.
All right. I'll put myself back on.
That's why, yeah, if you roll the wrong thing, don't delete that token.
Well, I didn't actually have a 24, but
It's fine. You were first
I
regardless.
had 21. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Advar.
So I would have moved up, so 5, 10. There's that big fucking thing. Ugh.
It does have half cover from these trees. From this angle.
I have cover, yeah.
Yeah, your angle over here, you see a lot more of it.
I don't think I have a way to get a clear shot, so I guess he's gonna get half cover. Like so crazy. I'm like, be at peace, fireball.
Hey, sometimes you need to... That'll hit even with its half cover. Sometimes you just need to fucking duke it out and calm the hell down, you know?
That's right. Just gotta knock some sense into him. Like, we're trying to help. Burn him.
All right, roll that damage.
10.
All right. You
No
watch...
resistance.
Yep. You watch as the bolt slams into it, and you all see the light that emanates from the firebolt itself. You can see the hardened exterior of this entity. Its body not muscular, but barky. Its fur more thorny all around it. It resembles a goat only in face and in anger as you have thrown the bolt over at it, and it seems to, well, take that very well. Barkular?
Take it very well, like they didn't take damage, or
Oh no, they take it. They take the
Okay.
damage.
I
Yeah.
thought, 'cause
It's
I can't
not
I can't get
resistant
past
or
immunity.
immune.
I was like, wait, it took
I'm
it
not
very
that
well?
much of a dick.
Fuck.
I'm not making it immune to you already.
All right, so that was 10 feet of movement. I'm a little concerned. I'll move up over here.
Very well. Ebenezer.
All right. We'll do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he points at the creature. And he says, Trumpet Crystal Bug. And an ethereal sprite pops out near the angered forest spirit and tries to stab it with a spear. Eldritch Blast, force damage. Here we go, first attack. Oops. I don't know why that d4 rolled. I must have Bless turned on or something. I'm taking out Bless. So,
Natural 20 is probably going to hit.
Woohoo!
Spirit
Alright.
on spirit action. I'm tired of the spirit on spirit crime.
10 points of
Yeah.
force. Is that right? Yeah.
Yes, it is. You don't have agonizing black.
Nope. It just the math looked weird a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, and then he also says, where did the names go? Pepper Candleshore, and points again at the beast. Second Eldritch Blast attack as another sprite pops up and swings at it with a sword. 19
19 will hit it.
for 8 points. of force
Nice. The attacks slam and slam into it over and over.
All right, that is it. And then after the sprites attack, they kind of disappear. And I'm done.
All right. The angered forest spirit is going to let out this earthly roar. that trembles the entire area where you are standing. You can feel the vibrations in the earth from its agonized, tormented status as it leaps into this tree, disappearing and reappearing out of this tree over here. Advar.
Son of a bitch.
28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alrighty.
Can't fucking do anything about that.
Oh, pretty low. 14 bludgeoning and strength saving throw. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't have my cloak going yet. I gotta turn that off. Because I haven't used it yet. Where? Strength save. Yep.
Alright, you are knocked prone onto the ground.
And you said that was 14 damage?
14 bludgeoning. And now that you're prone on the ground, it'll use its second slam. 26 to hit.
Got me again.
19 bludgeoning. You all watch as it roars, leaps into the tree, and then melds out from this one, completely side-swiping into Advar, knocking him over, and with both hands slamming down on top of his body before returning the roar yet again. Would you like an attack of opportunity as it steps back through the tree, Advar?
Yes, I will.
It'll choose this tree over here. Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
You're prone, so disadvantage.
Oh, even better.
Hey, it has no cover, at least when it's leaving.
Oh. Oh.
Got him with that shillelagh.
Where is it? There we go.
Shillulu.
Eh.
12 will miss. Hoopak. Alright, and that's its turn. Nesian.
That's 30. I will bonus action dash.
I will
No,
use my 4 words to mutter, "Stay away."
I'm not
From
going
trees.
to bonus action dash. I'll change my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm 40 feet. I'm 30 feet away.
Yeah, I'm checking how much of
yeah.
it you can see from
Oh,
your
okay.
angle for how much cover it gets.
Okay. I'm going to throw a dagger.
Yeah.
It's dark out, so I get advantage, but I'm beyond normal range, so I get disadvantage.
So straight attack roll.
Yep. Oh, that is the wrong button. Sorry.
Oh.
Damage.
Well, hope you hit. With its
18.
half cover right now, 18 just barely hits.
Okay, so ignore. It should not have rolled all that damage. Ignore the 3d6 because I'm going to attempt to poison it. So it's 11 damage plus 12, so 23 damage halved because that's all just sneak attack damage.
Wait, you have sneak attack on this attack?
Oh no, I don't have sneak attack. Never mind. So just 7 damage.
All right, so 7 damage, and you said you're gonna. Oh yeah, you can't attempt the poison if you don't.
Yeah, if I don't have sneak attack.
Alrighty.
Um,
Yeah, that
I
first
forgot
range
that-
interval.
Yeah. That's why I was going to move closer, but if I move closer, I can't use my bonus action for Willie, which means I don't have dark vision, which means I'm at disadvantage because I can't see him. And then I guess I'll just throw an offhand
Yeah.
at him.
Also straight attack roll.
Yes.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that's really going to be super powerful as it rolls 2. Oh, God, it keeps rolling everything.
I'll take that.
Six.
That's fine.
6 damage.
Yeah, if it was the 45, who?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Plus 3. And what was the other one? The other one was 7?
Yeah, 7.
Alrighty.
So 3 and 3.
Yeah. All done?
Yeah, because bonus action is for Willie.
Bonus action, Willie.
Well, that was for him to see me, or for him to use for me to use his sight.
I gotcha. Advar.
Yeah.
Wait, Ebenezer, did we? You did, you Eldritch Blast. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Well. Son of a bitch. Gonna hit him with Forest Spirit. Let's play.
Would you like to play a game?
I'm gonna drink a potion. Worse. And then I'm going to oh wait. Shit, that's concentration too. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on him. It's night. Seems appropriate.
Con save.
So con save 15.
23.
Yeah, he made his con save, so half of 12.
Half of 12 is 6.
Radiant.
Okay. Go ahead and draw your beam so you know where you can move it.
Oh, it's
Where'd you go?
I just
Right below
moved.
Neeson.
Yeah.
Damn, you
Easy.
move really fast when you stand up from prone.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was prone. Now I get half as much.
Yep. Round down.
So what that's like here or something. 5, 10, 15. So yeah, I got that far then. And the torch is that's where the beam is.
Very good.
I'll put it here. Alright. That's my turn.
Next. Fran.
Okay, so really quick, Fran is gonna shoot twice, bonus action hide, Millie is gonna run up to him, and then her action is gonna be to dodge.
Alrighty.
That's my whole plan.
Millie has a base movement of 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's 45 to get to him, so but I can't quite reach.
Damn it.
14 is going to miss from this angle. Second attack. 20, even with the half cover he has right now, will hit. Nine down to 4. Or no. 6 down to 3, and then 3. All done, Fran?
Yep. I'm dodging, or what did I say? I'm
Billy's,
hiding.
you're hiding.
I'm hiding. Millie's dodging.
All right. In order to hide, you have to put something between you and the enemy,
Oh.
like a tree or
Uh,
something you can hide behind. Right
yeah.
here, you're out in the open.
Can I do that?
Well, how far did you move?
I don't remember. 35.
That's 40 feet of movement as well.
Fran has 40 as well. Yeah, you can run over there and then hide.
Okay.
I think that's a stealth check.
Yes, it is. You have to hit a DC of 15 in order to start hiding. There you go. You are hiding.
Yeah. Shit.
Hey, you hit it. That's all that matters is hitting 15 in combat now. They have to use an action to see you. All right.
I'm done.
Ebenezer.
All right, I'm moving. Changes things a little bit, but it's okay. I'm going to move 10 feet. I disappear and pop up next to Rodvar, who's 30 feet from there. With my Misty Step, you're going to get... Where's my character sheet? Bum, bum, bum.
Green giant.
Yum.
Oh, it's within 10 feet, so actually I will move to there. All right. I lost my character sheet. Okay, give me 1 second, sorry. I accidentally closed it. All right, now, Oddvar, you gain 7 temporary hit points.
Nice.
And then I have 20 feet of movement still. Actually, how far is Millie away from me? Okay, I'll move 5 feet. And I cast Bless. So Millie, Oddvar, and Nesian and I get Bless. I have no idea where Fran is, and she's far too away for me to hit her. And then I will continue to move. 1, 2... to there. So I've got my movement. Oddvar gets 7 temporary hit points, and the 4 Millie, myself, Nesian, and Oddvar have Bless. So turn that on your sheets. And yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Everyone, please mark if you have blessed. The Angered Spirit. Oddvar, he just pummeled the shit out of you for a little bit, so he's going to choose a different target now. Millie! It will step outside of your radiant circle. So it has disadvantage to attack Millie. Yeah?
No, I thought you were waiting because I was like, I don't think it does anything if he walks away from it.
Yeah, so 19 to hit Millie. I believe that'll hit her.
It does. I'm not sure if Fran stepped away for a minute or not.
13 bludgeoning, strength save. Any chance you can roll for her?
I can roll. I can roll
Thank
for
you.
it if she stepped away.
Millie is knocked prone.
Okay.
Then it'll.
Millie gets a D4. D4.
Oh, you put it on Millie. I couldn't
Because Fran
can't-
was too. Yeah, Fran
Yeah.
was too far and disappeared, so I had
Yeah,
to.
I can't put it on Millie's character sheet.
Yeah,
so-
just roll a d4.
Yeah, I will.
Ooh,
Four.
13 is still a
Let me-
failure.
Let me check something on what Fran's. No, so she also has Fran's proficiency for strength save, so it's a 3 higher. Fran
So
is proficient in
16?
strength, so 16.
Never mind. Millie is not knocked prone.
All right.
Would
Oh,
Millie
boy.
like to take an attack of opportunity as it moves through to now slam on Ebenezer a bit?
Yes, she would.
Attack.
She-
Just, huh?
What is that? Was it supposed to do that many dice?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it missed.
Damn.
Ebenezer, get slam.
Can I do one of my rerolls on Millie?
You can.
Okay.
Human determination or honk.
She's not
Human
human
is-
determination.
Well, no, not
that one.
the music one, not human determination.
Oh,
Sorry, there's 9 different ways to give it to people now.
Except for the Tuesday group that have none.
Yeah.
The music one?
Yeah, that's the one that Ebenezer gives you every short rest.
I'll do that one.
Okay, so you don't have to honk for it. Go for it.
Okay.
16 will just barely hit the spirit.
Nice.
Cool.
For 5 damage. Halved down to 2.
Fuck, man.
Ebenezer, it slammed with a 24 to hit.
That does hit. It hurt.
All 4s. 18 bludgeoning. I need you to roll me a strength save.
Absolutely. I'd love to do that. Let me take off the hit points first. All right. Strength saving throw. A 23.
Oh, you are not falling prone. Now, con save to maintain concentration on your spell.
Yes.
DC 10. Which, remember, you get to roll Bless on.
And I have advantage. Bum, 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 bum. Con save. Here we go. 26.
Alrighty. Yeah, you maintain that concentration. Would you like an attack of opportunity?
If it is, yes, if it's moving back away, I will absolutely love one. I'll swing with my fantastic greatsword. Sky Cleaver.
Sky Cleaver!
That's a 10 I missed. I
Yeah.
shouldn't have been on
Alright.
advantage.
It steps through the tree and is going to pop out hiding behind this tree over here. Nesian.
Oh, this thing is so annoying.
Oh, he does take 5 points of damage, though, because I've got grace.
So he does take
Yeah.
2 points of damage. Wait, yours is slashing.
It is
Give him the
radiant,
job.
I believe. Hold on.
And Millie's is also slashing. It's not
Mine-
resistant to slashing.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. It's not resistant to slashing. It's resistant to piercing. So Millie dealt the whole damage.
Nice.
All right.
Chipping away.
All
Nice.
right.
1, 2,
Should have
3.
named. Should have gotten the first name of Chip.
It works.
Oh, wait, that I do have. That I do not.
So, this is something I'm curious about. It doesn't matter on this attack, but it is within your first range interval, right?
No, my first range interval is 20 feet.
Okay, say it was, but the portions of it that allow you not to have it have half cover against you is past those range intervals. Say this was 20 here, this was 25, this was 30. Would I consider that as him having half cover still, considering only one portion is within the first range interval?
I think it depends upon whether I'm trying to use first range interval or not. So if I'm trying to attack at first range interval, it would be whatever cover is at first range interval.
Yes.
But since it's outside of my interval regardless, it won't make it. He gets the cover because he's past my range interval anyways.
So for the future, I'll leave that as your decision if that situation arrives.
Right. I can either take the disadvantage or I can let him have the cover.
Yes.
Is really what it comes down to.
Cool. I like that.
An interesting choice.
Yeah. It's
24 to hit. Thanks to
that'll hit regardless of anything. That'll hit.
For a mighty 6 damage.
Ping. All that 3s of damage.
And then
Throw the dagger past him and slash him with it. Come on.
Side it.
20 to hit with the offhand.
That'll hit. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
For 3 damage, so 1.
1. Nice.
I am also
Nice.
now out of +1 daggers. Oh, wait, no. Did I pick up a third +1 dagger?
You guys got
No.
another one recently.
We got a rusty dagger, but I don't think it... You didn't tell me anything about it being poisoned. Or it
No, it's a
being
+1 rusty
+1.
dagger.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I have 3 +1 daggers.
Let's go.
All right,
listen-
so next round I'll have another +1 dagger.
You told me you're building a specific
I
way.
know.
I'm letting you build that way.
You're just going to load me up with +1 daggers. That's fine.
Hey, I do the same thing for the Friday game. Casimir has so many +1 longswords that he just throws at worlds.
Yeah.
That is Nesian's turn because his bonus action again has to give himself dark vision.
Advar. Oh! No, fuck that.
No, you get to continue concentration for
No.
free, I thought.
It's not a spell.
Rule as
is-
written, you have to
it-
use a bonus action to have it. Yeah.
It is Find Familiar, which you can share their sight as a bonus action. It's in here somewhere.
I thought it was you use an action to look through it, and then you can just maintain it as long as you want.
Previously, it was. As a bonus
Additionally-
action, you can see through the creature's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They buffed
Gaining
it, but
the benefits of any special senses it has.
rules as written.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
It's on the
I'm a
chopping
human.
block.
Yeah, I'm a human. I'm not supposed to have dark vision. It's a level 1 spell that gives me dark vision basically at the cost of a bonus action every round. It's up to me whether I want to pay the toll for it or not.
Yep.
Once I get second level spells, I'll probably just dark vision myself and get rid of it. But for now, I'd rather Fran use it on like Ebenezer, so Ebenezer isn't at a disadvantage since I have a way around it. I'm done. Sorry.
Advar!
Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, it still looks like it's gonna get cover.
Well, like we just calculated based off of, like, you have 3 squares, which means you can see one entire face of it. If that's not past, and none of these are past the first range interval, it doesn't have cover.
Oh, well, I mean, I think my range is like 120 feet.
Yeah, so it doesn't have cover from you. Because you can aim anywhere along its side. I'm doing it based off of, like, a full face that you can see.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so... Firebolt!
Firebolt!
Oh, wasn't supposed to be a disadvantage. 27!
That'll hit.
$16!
Whew.
Burn an 8.
Good chunk on that one. Yeah, it's looking pretty hurt now.
Great. I heard it the most.
Yeah. Let's go.
It's my
Alrighty, Fran.
Hopefully this tree is too fucked up for it to teleport right next to me. But I doubt it.
Your first attack has advantage because you were hiding.
Yep.
So you just roll again. You're muted if you're trying to talk. Alright, 27 will hit.
Ooh, nice.
Just making sure, yeah, you definitely, it doesn't have any cover from you. It didn't know you were over there. Alright, Hunter's Mark was a solid 6, and then 11 down to 5. Good. 11 damage is nothing to sneeze at. Second attack. 25 will hit. Another 11 damage. Damn. You like rolling that max die on the force, huh?
Do you want Millie to continue to try and chase after him?
Yeah. And I want to hide again.
All right, break line of sight with it.
Go around the tree or something?
Yeah, you either go around this tree or go behind this tree and roll a stealth check. Well, it would be like there, but yeah. Ooh, you are not hiding. It sees you now.
Shit.
Did Millie run over here and dodge?
Yeah, that's... Oh, since she didn't dedicate... Oh, I guess since she's not dedicating her bonus action, all she can do is base movement and dodge.
Okay.
Oh, she
And-
have to order Millie every time? She doesn't just keep following the order you give her?
She moves and dodges unless you give it an action. Unless you
Yeah.
use your bonus action.
Oh, I thought that since she said go get him.
No,
She would
that's
keep
not
trying
the
to do
way
that.
Ranger works.
Unfortunately, Ebenezer.
All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
This is such an annoying creature to fight.
Oh, wait until after the fight. I'll tell you how you guys could have circumvented the whole teleporting thing.
Nice. I point at the angry spirit, and I say, Primrose Fancy Glade. And I point at it, and another sprite pops up. This one's got like a morning star and tries to attack it. Eldritch Blast. Here we go.
Primrose?
Primrose. What was the name again?
That is a-
Primrose Fancy Glade.
What's that movie? Katniss. That's Katniss's sister from the Hunger
Oh,
Games.
Yeah.
Primrose
yeah,
Evergreen. Yeah.
Yep,
I
yep.
fucking love that book and the movie. So they were so good.
They were really good. Yeah.
All right,
I'll
hit
have to
him.
go back. Okay, here we go. Eldritch Blast. Eldritch
All right.
Blast.
Now let's look for you. Yeah, it's within
Missed.
all your. Yeah, but no cover at least.
And yep. And then I also say Gypsum Spider Puff and point at it again, and a different sprite pops up. That's a 22.
Oh, that'll hit.
Gypsum
Yeah.
4 points of force damage.
Pew! All done?
And I is done.
All right, well, Fran, because you've been pissing it off and trying to hide, it's going to spend 5 feet of movement. Come over here. Hi.
Yes, Fran, thank you
Hi.
for hurting it more than me. I don't think I would have survived.
25 to hit. Okay. That'll be 16 bludgeoning, and you have to give me a con save. Did you bless Fran or just Millie, you, and... Okay.
Fran was hidden and out of range.
Yep. Strength save, not con. Did I say con? I'm sorry.
You said con save.
said
Yeah,
con.
my
you were
bad.
thinking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the spell,
Yeah.
but she keeps up Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark is still up, but it knocks you prone onto the ground, and you take the 16 bludgeoning. After that, it'll keep beating on you. Now it has advantage because you're prone for a whopping 14 to hit. As it brings both its fists up, slamming much like it did on Advar. Fran, you do the smart thing, which is roll the fuck away. And it slams onto the ground instead. It will then spend more of its movement to continue to piss you guys off and move over here.
Which is why I did not try to get over to it, because it was too far away.
Nesian.
Alright. Everybody get out of the frickin' trees.
That's what I said.
I know. I haven't
Just
been
run.
in the trees. Fran, come to us. Get out of the trees.
The Trees are your home now.
Ezian's gonna hold his action. If he gets within 20 feet, Ezian will throw a dagger.
Sounds good.
We should have all stayed in the tree, and then that way it would have had to come in to attack us, and then we could have all hit it on.
Well, this way it's gonna have to come to us anyways. It hasn't done anything at range yet. That's Ezian's turn.
And I have looked this up because of the new wording of the nick for your weapon mastery. You will be able to nick as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because it's as
That's cool.
part of that same action.
Oh, you're right, it does.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Advar.
Weapon mastery. Such a great addition to this edition.
Oh, it's so amazing.
It is.
It's my favorite thing. Other than the changes to surprise.
Mm,
I love it so much.
hate it. Only because of that one interaction. But
Yeah, every other interaction, great. This one,
Yeah. No. Screwed my cleric who rolled a great roll for initiative.
He did.
I have a +1. I think I rolled like a nat 20.
Oh, dude, it was so good. Yeah, he just rolled slightly better. So we know whose turn it is.
Yes, it is my turn. I was just reading whether it was a bonus action or a full action to move my moonbeam onto him. It's a full magic action, but seeing as how he moved right over next to it. Zap zap! Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker! You
Yep,
shouldn't have popped back up over here.
It failed.
13 radiant.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait, what's it at?
I didn't kill it, did I?
You didn't, but you see its true form. It is an angered forest spirit. It is a tree that looks like it's been burned and charred by this environment. It's an ent.
Kill it with fire.
I will. I'll move up here and I'll tell everyone, like, just remember we need to show it mercy. Don't finish it off.
All done, Advar?
Yep.
Fran.
Okay. Gonna come over here. Gonna do this. Fuck.
14 glinces off of it. 18 will hit. So that'll be 5, and then 10 half down to 5. Oh, it's almost down. Actually, yeah, I forgot. I can just move that there now. Anything else?
Actually, yeah. Let me see if Bark Skin is a level 2 or not.
It is.
Is it?
I remember you cast it before.
Yeah.
I can't remember
And
if I
the
used-
fight is
well-
nearly over as well.
Oh, never mind. Forget it.
Yep.
I'm done.
Just before you use your spell, it's Ebenezer.
All right. I am going to.
Yeah.
Boy, how do I want to do this?
Remember, spells can't non-lethal.
Yep.
Unless you have careful spell. I am ruling if you have careful spell, you can non-lethal with it.
I appreciate that.
Is that a new sorcerer thing?
Sorcerers have careful spells, period. But I'm ruling that if you have it, it's not in rules as written, but I'm ruling if you have a spell that says I don't hurt my allies, it can also say I don't kill people.
Oh, okay.
Which is nice. All right, so we're gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, hit 30, and I'm still too far away.
No, you're within its square.
It's right next to you.
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Oh yes, it does come into
It
that
takes
on
up
the
that
square.
9 block.
Yeah.
Yes. And as I'm moving towards it, we do not want to hurt you. We want to repair you. We want to save the forest. Please forgive me. And I will swing my greatsword, but I'm gonna do non-lethal, so maybe like
The flat of the blade.
flat of the blade. Yeah.
Smack the shit out. We'll hit it first.
All right, here we go.
20 will
20 to
hit.
17 points of non-lethal.
How do you want to do this?
I am swinging the sword, but I turn it sideways, and I'm gonna try to. I know its roots are deep and strong, but I'm gonna try to like push at the bottom so that it topples over.
And as the ent falls over to the ground, Advar, are you going to dismiss your beam?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dismiss the beam as it goes down.
You see it fighting against you, Ebenezer, trying to stand back up, where eventually it turns from anger over into complacence and sorrow. It killed so many of us. Why did the druids abandon us?
I wish I had an answer, but I don't. They should not have abandoned you. We are here to help.
That what the people that come here are? Are they the old druids that abandoned you?
I've reconnected them to the forest now. They are now parts of our roots.
He killed them.
He's just puppeteering around with...
Well, druids are just people, and dragons are very scary. Everyone was running away from them. I wouldn't hold it against them too much. I'm sure they did their best.
Please, let me help you with the power I can muster from the Moonshadow tribe. And I will place my hands on the treant. And I will use healing hands. What's it called?
Lay on hands.
Lay on hands. Thank you. And I will.
I was waiting for you to start like getting out a healing kit. I'm like, what are you gonna do with that?
I almost did cure wounds, but and I will do the full 5 points that I have of lay on hands.
Okay. As you do, you see it reconnects its roots to the ground, but now, still maintaining its other form, it slowly rises, creaking at a magnificent tall height for a tree. Well, I mean, for a talking tree, that is. And it looks at all of you. I should have trusted my instincts. It looks at you, Nesian. I could tell you are a friend of the forest, but my pain made me blind to this.
Major friend of the forest. Love the forest. Yay,
I'm already
forest.
standing there like, he's the fucking friend of the forest?
When I first saw him, he did not attempt to cut the roots when I tried placing him in the dirt. And he did not attempt to flee like a coward does when I stared death at him. You all are friends to this forest, and you will have my blessing to track through. Is there a way I can repay you for restoring my faith in the Treaders?
You have done enough, I believe. Nesian, you
We could stay here for the night, maybe get a little bit of rest in, and if you could do anything to help us find a faster path to where we are heading, would be
Well,
very helpful.
you spoke to one of my roots. You're heading to Leggett?
Yes.
Sleep here tonight. Under the stars, the canopy will keep you safe. And in the morning, I will traverse you as far as the forest goes, closer to the bastard civilization.
much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated.
Thank you. That'd be very, very helpful. We're tracking someone, hoping to catch up with them there. I'm sure they are nothing but enemy of the forest. They just seem like terrible people. So, really helping us help save them, stop them, save you. It'll be good for everyone.
He'll walk over to you and place one of his long branches over your shoulder.
Friend of the goddamn.
I can tell. You care deeply for us. As deep as my roots go.
Yes, my love of the forest is absolute and all-consuming. It's really what I've dedicated my life to.
I feel like in the background, Simon and Advar are glaring at you.
He was bitching about missing the city. You said it's too quiet. Like, what the fuck?
Simon,
Nesian would never lie to make himself sound better to a larger, frightening creature. Not at all.
This is supposed to be like the culmination of my fucking druid teachings, and this is fucking very annoying.
So, sleep here now, friends. And what shall I call you? Instead of treaders, since you are different.
You could just call us friends.
We're the forest crew.
The forest crew.
We forest, so you don't have to wait.
We're the Forest Service. The National Forest, the Palanthas Forest Service.
PFC.
And you may call me Forest. And he will go and awkwardly stand in the corner, appearing like just a normal tree now, but you all know that's Forest, your friend. An ally you all can write into your character sheets. And you all can just camp out here tonight, safe and sound.
Nice.
Go ahead, take your long rest, everyone. Get a few more hours in. Everyone other than Fran needed it. Oh.
Yeah.
Definitely need it now after I got so fucked up by that tree.
And
yeah,
also,
that thing hurt.
because you guys chose this path, you just shaved off 4 days of travel.
Woohoo!
As when you wake up in the morning, he waits for all of you to eat, all of you to get ready, and then we'll approach over to this tree here. You all may step through this tree. I've bound its roots to the edge of my forest. You will be able to connect with another one on the other side. But you must cross through now. As he places his hand there, you see the tree begins opening up, with a passage, and you can see the bark spreading and a light glowing on the other side.
I go through the passageway.
Yeah, so do I.
Yes, I
I'll
also
long rest.
enter.
All right. Fran, I assume you're following everyone as well? All right. Well then. When you cross out of the other side, you can tell that daylight has been shining where you currently stand quite a bit longer than it has been where you just previously were. And you watch as the tree begins sealing up on from the inside all the way to you, as Fran, you make it through to where you are. And it would appear that you all have ventured forth even further now, getting your way through the... Oh, that's the wrong one. Getting your way through the forest, and you can see off in the distance what appears to be... Why is it not drawing? Oh, yeah. What appears to be a city. Shining, beautiful lights reside out there. Gorgeous roads, Nesian, filled with the sight of civilization. And even a few people with carts pushing over there. You can see the edge of this forest has a sawmill that's in full operation, cutting down trees, turning them into lumber, and carrying them out over towards the city. You know, Leggett was one of the places that was attacked by the dragon's forces, but none of the dragons. And it seems they are in the rebuilding phase and a much smaller population, but this is as far as any of you have been ever since the conclusion of the war. This is as far as any of you know anybody over the mountains has been. Nobody knew what Legett's was looking like, how well off it was. By the looks of it, it's a little worse for wear compared to Palanthas, but still a city nonetheless.
I've never actually traveled this far on this continent. Be very interesting to see what the city's like.
Been this far east, but not this far north and east.
Perhaps we should try to find a tavern. Have a drink. Maybe get some stew.
I would not be opposed to sleeping in a bed.
Bed would be nice. I
I'll
wonder if
buy
they have...
camping supplies before we leave.
Yes. I wonder if they have turkey.
No turkey.
Oh, right. Yes, I forgot the incident.
Maybe something in a vegetable soup. I might
broth.
fill of meat for a day or two.
Becomes a vegetarian.
Even broth is fine. I'll still murder people, but I'm not eating meat. I'm a friend of the forest now.
Yes, that is true. Fran, what would you like to see in the city? Anything you want to hope to find?
I honestly just want to rest for a little bit. I don't have anything in particular I want to look for.
Oddvar?
I have nothing specific. I don't think I've ever been to this city.
Rest in a nice bed it is. Shall we? And I keep walking towards the city.
I mean, didn't we literally just wake up?
Yeah, but y'all have
Yeah.
been adventuring. Remember, as the person proficient in survival, you're the only one. Wait, no, Fran.
No one is.
Fran is proficient in survival.
Yeah.
You're the one that's
No,
used to that, enjoys traveling on the roads and getting dusty and dirty. Some of us like
Yes. We didn't try. We walked through a tree and we were just here.
Nesian doesn't necessarily need to go to bed, I guess. But Nesian wouldn't mind spending the day in the tavern, maybe finding a game, see what the gamblers are like here in Leggett. They're probably way lower skilled, and maybe my luck will turn.
Having a bed that you know is going to be there at night, some clean, hopefully clean sheets, and yeah.
As much as I'm ever a friend of the forest, I'll be happy to sleep in a tavern tonight.
You see a daisy just blooms.
I'm not talking shit till I'm deep in the city and away from everything that's nature.
Once a thriving town, Leggett now stands in a slow yet persistent rebirth after the devastating war that swept across Unsalan. Located in the northern part of the continent, near the fringes of the Kendermore and the Vingard Mountains, the town is nestled amidst forests of towering pine and oak trees, now scarred from the conflict and being cut down for additional timber for the city. Where there was once busy trade routes and bustling markets, many buildings now lay in ruin, some only half standing, their walls cracked and crumbling, their rooftops missing tiles. Yet the air here still smells of hope, of life pushing through the cracks. The hum of hammers and saws fills the air as the townfolk labor tirelessly to rebuild. The lumber mills are in full swing, with large log piles stacked high by the roadsides and sawdust filling the air. The surrounding forest provides ample resources, but it will take years of work to restore the town to its former glory. The townspeople, though, seem weary of you as you are walking. They do also have a very determined spirit about them. The farms are beginning to return to form. You see fields of wheat about half grown, corn still beginning to bud up, and even rows of potatoes, which were once scorched by the armies of the green. I believe it was the green one. I think it was the green. It might have been the red.
I don't remember who hit Hinterland. I know Blue hit Nightland because I looked that one up for my backstory. But
the townspeople have planted new orchards as well, hoping to once again harvest the fruits that once made their markets so thriving. This is a feature that all of you know very well. Leggett had some of the most fresh and delicious fruits on the continent. Farm animals, though sparse, now wander the fields. Cows, sheep, chickens can be found in makeshift pens, grazing or clucking contentedly in the early morning sun. Despite the war's devastation, the cycle of life endures, albeit in a more fragile form. Yet there's still much work to be done. You can see scarred veterans, both human and Kender, working alongside the children and elders of Leggett, their faces reflecting both sorrow and a quiet, resolute determination. A few of the blacksmiths have set up makeshift forges, crafting tools to help with the rebuilding. Their work is steady, if unrefined, as armies of veterans pour in from surrounding towns to help get things back to normal. Though the land has not yet fully recovered, the tensions of the past conflicts still run deep. The people of Leggett have survived. They are reclaiming their lives, one plank of wood, one field of crops, and one hopeful smile at a time. And I think this is a good place for us to end the session this week. When we come back next week, you guys are 4 days early. You absolutely beat the man here. More than likely. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.